The Mesozoic era was a time of giants. Dinosaurs ruled the earth. Some dinosaurs were incredibly large. Argentinosaurus was one of the largest. It could grow up to 100 feet long. It weighed about 100 tons. These massive creatures were a sight to behold. They were a testament to the power of nature. They roamed the earth for millions of years. But why were they so big? There were several reasons for the dinosaurs' massive size. One reason was defense. A large animal is harder to kill. Predators are less likely to attack. Another reason was food. Large animals can eat more food. They can reach higher into trees. They can also digest food more efficiently. Finally, large animals can regulate their body temperature better. This is important in hot climates. The reign of the dinosaurs came to an end about 66 million years ago. A massive asteroid hit the Earth. This caused widespread destruction. The dinosaurs died out. After the dinosaurs, mammals began to thrive. They evolved to fill the empty niches. Some mammals grew to enormous sizes. The woolly mammoth was one example. The Megatherium, a giant sloth, was another. In the 19th century, Edward Drinker Cope made an interesting observation. He noticed that animals tend to get larger over time. This is known as Cope's rule. Cope believed that larger animals had an evolutionary advantage. Cope's rule has been observed in many different groups of animals. It seems to be a general trend in evolution. Section 5. Exceptions to the rule. When size doesn't guarantee success. In the natural world, bigger isn't always better. While many creatures have evolved to become larger over time, there are notable exceptions to this trend. These exceptions provide fascinating insights into the complexities of evolution and survival. Cope's rule, which suggests that animal lineages tend to increase in size over evolutionary time, is not without its exceptions. Scientists have discovered numerous instances where animals have evolved to become smaller rather than larger. This phenomenon challenges the notion that bigger is always better, and highlights the adaptive strategies that different species have employed to survive in their changing environments. Some animals have evolved to become smaller over time. This process, known as insular dwarfism, often occurs on islands where resources are limited, and smaller size can be advantageous for survival. For example, the Channel Island fox, native to the Channel Islands off the coast of California, is significantly smaller than its mainland relative, the gray fox. This size reduction is believed to be an adaptation to the limited resources available on the islands. Reptiles provide another compelling example of this trend. Since the time of the dinosaurs, many reptile species have shrunk dramatically. The massive sauropods that once roamed the earth have no direct descendants today, but their distant relatives, such as lizards and snakes, are much smaller. This size reduction has allowed these reptiles to exploit different ecological niches and avoid the fate of their gigantic ancestors. The Alaskan horse is another example of an animal that evolved to become smaller. Once the size of a modern horse, the Alaskan horse gradually shrank to the size of a pony before it went extinct. This size reduction may have been a response to changing environmental conditions, such as colder climates and reduced food availability. The Alaskan horse's journey from a large, robust animal to a smaller, more adaptable one illustrates the dynamic nature of evolution. It highlights how species must continuously adapt to their environments to survive. The shrinking of the Alaskan horse is a testament to the fact that size alone does not guarantee success in the natural world. These exceptions show that size is not always an advantage. In many cases, smaller animals can be more agile, require fewer resources, and reproduce more quickly than their larger counterparts. This can give them a competitive edge in certain environments. For instance, small mammals like rodents can thrive in a variety of habitats, from forests to grasslands, due to their adaptability and resourcefulness. Sometimes it can be a disadvantage. Large animals often require vast amounts of food and space, making them more vulnerable to environmental changes and human activities. The extinction of many large species, such as the woolly mammoth and the saber-toothed cat, serves as a stark reminder of the challenges faced by oversized animals. In contrast, smaller species have often been more resilient, able to adapt and survive in a rapidly changing world. Section 6. The Shrinking World, a Modern Paradox. Today we are seeing a reversal of Cope's rule. Animals are getting smaller. This is happening all over the world. Polar bears are a good example. They are smaller than they were just a few decades ago. This trend is a cause for concern. It suggests that something is wrong with the environment. Section 7. The drivers of change, competition, and extinction. In this section, we will explore the intricate dynamics that drive the evolution and survival of species in our ever-changing world. The forces of competition and extinction play a crucial role in shaping the biodiversity we see today. Why are animals getting smaller? This question has puzzled scientists for years. The phenomenon of shrinking animal sizes is not just a random occurrence, but a response to various environmental pressures. Scientists believe there are several reasons. One reason is competition. In the natural world, competition for resources such as food, water, and shelter is fierce. As habitats shrink and resources become scarcer, animals must adapt to survive. As the human population grows, we are taking up more space. Urbanization and deforestation are encroaching on natural habitats, leaving less room for wildlife. This encroachment forces animals to compete for the limited resources that remain. This leaves less space for animals. Fragmented habitats mean that animals are isolated from each other, reducing their chances of finding mates and leading to a decline in population sizes. Animals are competing for fewer resources. In these challenging conditions, only the fittest survive. Smaller animals, which require less food and can reproduce more quickly, have a competitive advantage. Smaller animals need less food. They can thrive in environments where larger animals would struggle to find enough sustenance. This adaptability allows them to survive in a variety of habitats, from dense forests to arid deserts. They are more likely to survive. Another reason is extinction. Extinction events, whether caused by natural disasters or human activities, disproportionately affect larger animals. Large animals are more likely to go extinct. Their larger size makes them more vulnerable to changes in their environment, such as habitat loss and climate change. They need more food and space. Large animals have higher energy requirements and need vast territories to find enough food. When these resources become scarce, their populations decline rapidly. They are also more vulnerable to hunting. Human activities, such as hunting and poaching, have a significant impact on large animal populations. These animals are often targeted for their size, strength, and valuable body parts. As large animals go extinct, they are replaced by smaller animals. This shift in the balance of species can have profound effects on ecosystems, altering food webs and changing the dynamics of predator-prey relationships. In conclusion, the forces of competition and extinction are powerful drivers of change in the natural world. Understanding these dynamics is crucial for conserving biodiversity and ensuring the survival of species in the face of ongoing environmental challenges. Section 8. The impact of climate change, a shrinking world. Climate change is also playing a role in animal size reduction. As temperatures rise, animals are under stress. They need to conserve energy. Smaller animals are better at conserving energy. They have a higher surface area to volume ratio. This helps them to stay cool. Climate change is a serious threat to animal life. It is likely to lead to further size reductions in the future. Section 9. Ecosystem disruption, a chain reaction. Ecosystems are intricate networks of life, where every species, no matter how big or small, plays a crucial role. When one part of this network is disrupted, it can set off a chain reaction that affects the entire system. The shrinking of animal populations, particularly large animals, has serious implications for ecosystems. These animals often serve as keystone species, meaning their presence and activities have a disproportionately large impact on their environment. When their numbers dwindle, the effects ripple through the ecosystem, leading to unforeseen consequences. Large animals play important roles in their ecosystems. They are often apex predators or large herbivores, and their behaviors help to shape the environment. For instance, elephants create water holes used by other species, and wolves control the population of herbivores, preventing overgrazing. They help to control populations of other animals. Predators keep prey species in check, ensuring that no single species dominates the landscape. This balance is crucial for maintaining biodiversity and the health of the ecosystem. They also help to disperse seeds. Many large animals consume fruits and other plant materials, and as they move through their habitats, they excrete the seeds in new locations. This process helps to maintain plant diversity and supports the growth of new vegetation. As large animals disappear, ecosystems become unbalanced. Without their influence, certain species may become overabundant, while others may decline. This imbalance can lead to the spread of invasive species, which can further disrupt the ecosystem and outcompete native species. The future of animal size is uncertain. Scientists are studying how changes in climate, habitat loss, and human activities are affecting the size and distribution of animals. Some species may adapt by becoming smaller, while others may face extinction if they cannot cope with the rapid changes. However, one thing is clear: we need to take action to protect our planet. Conservation efforts are crucial in preserving the delicate balance of our ecosystems. By protecting large animals and their habitats, we can help to ensure the health and stability of the entire ecosystem. We need to reduce our impact on the environment. Simple actions like reducing waste, recycling, and adopting sustainable practices can make a significant difference. Every small step we take contributes to the larger goal of environmental preservation. We need to mitigate climate change. Transitioning to renewable energy sources, such as wind and solar power, is essential in reducing greenhouse gas emissions. Addressing climate change is critical for the survival of many species and the health of our planet. We need to ensure that future generations can enjoy the wonders of the natural world. By taking action now, we can preserve the beauty and diversity of our planet for our children and grandchildren. It is our responsibility to protect the environment and all the life it supports.